so many individuals with such diversity, so many different cultures, religions, backgrounds, beliefs, philosophies. But once they understand this tool, everything changes. And what this tool is basically so simple. It's about coordinating from your heart, your beliefs, your philosophies, your culture, and you're coordinating it with your definition of positive. And by positive, since we're all individuals, we all have different definitions of positive, but here it's in the context of something that's beneficial for you, humanity, all beings in all dimensions in the multiverse. And this is the key phrase, all sparks of the divine. To go towards that direction of love, your philosophies. And this is powerful because when we make decisions on setting goals, short-term, long-term goals, we're doing it in the context of survival mode. We're doing it in the context of what other people will think. And these are important things to do. But here you're going deeper because you're saying, wait a second, I'm in this group, and the cleric, the rabbi, the priest, whoever it is in your group has such beautiful things. Religion and cultures are so beautiful. But within you have the ability to even mold anything you want and add things if it's going to coordinate for you to enhance that positive energy. Coordinate it from your heart towards your definition of positive love. And the more you're coordinating your beliefs and philosophies towards your positive direction, the more return or fulfillment you're going to get out of life. And this is beautiful, and it's interesting using the term return on investment, which is going beyond the monetary definition of assets and liabilities. You're using the terms of energy creation, positive energy creation, within the context of when you're thirsty and you drink that delicious, whatever drink you love, iced tea, a chocolate shake, an almond milk, whatever it is, and you're really thirsty, and you drink it, you create positive energy. When you're music that you haven't listened to in a while, and you listen to it, you create positive energy. When you're sitting with I just did it this morning. I take my dog for a nice walk, my golden lab, Bailey, and so beautiful, just petting her and kissing her, and the beauty, the love this dog has. Its whole purpose, this dog, is to serve mankind. It shows you how amazing we humans are on Gaia. Gaia is here for us. Every tree, every animal, even, it's health issues, it's religious issues to respect that we don't eat animals and stuff. But some animals are even here for us to eat. And the more you love them, the more nutritious they are. But that's a different context. We're here, we're special. Life is special, and humanity is in the process of ascension. We passed the mark of 2012, December 21st, and there's a new energy. The whole grid of the planet, the world is living on a new energy. The old energy is coming strong. You see it. You see it with what's happening with our president, with North Korea, but it's a new energy. And things are going in a positive direction. Yes, people live on demonstrating against this person and that person, but things are happening. Things are changing because people have the opportunity to understand about what's giving them the most fulfillment in life. Killing other people as they understand and say, wait, that's not going to give me the most fulfillment in life. The white supremacists take this DNA test, that anyone could do, and they realize that they're 40% genetically black. That's a beautiful thing. We realize that we're all the same. We're humans. We are now at a point where many are activating their divine DNA, and things are changing. Humanity in the future is going to be such a party and celebration. It's going to be so amazing. We're all going to have such purpose in life of loving one another, creating positive energy. So that's why you must respect people, tolerate people, embrace people. You are involved in the creation process, and it all comes from simply understanding the basic universal truth of ROI, 23-page PDF. And the whole thing is based on page 4. And if the reader uses page 4, which is basically about coordinating your beliefs and philosophies with your definition of positive love, and vice versa, it's a whole coordinating. The more it coordinates, the more return or fulfillment you're going to get out of life. The more that what you believe in, what you're doing in life, the technology that you're trying to create, the communities, the economics, the more you're coordinating all those things with your definition of positive. And the beauty of it is once you get a whole group of people, 98% will agree that the definition of positive is something that is beneficial to you, humanity, all beings in all dimensions in the universe, all sparks of the divine. You will have some 2%, 3% that won't. Respect them, let them be there. And the beautiful thing about this universal truth of ROI is that if someone says, wait, Norman, what you said, wouldn't it make more sense? Wouldn't it be more positive and coordinate with your definition of positive if you did it this way? And that doesn't sound right. And I say, thank you. Thank you. Wow. That's the beauty. We're all saying thank you when someone is correcting us, because we're excited about the opportunity to create more positive energy and to go and coordinate even more so we could get more return and fulfillment from life. And our whole responsibility, our most important responsibility in life, is expanding our meditative ego, not our ego. And then you have eventually paradise on earth. It's going to be temples of healing. You're talking about this is going to be the year 2018. It's new energy, the children being born, and this is getting esoteric. You could change anything I'm saying if you could make it more positive. You're going to have the indigo babies coming up. They're born with the new energy. They don't have the old energy. You're talking about karma, where you say karma, there's no more karma for people eventually. It's going to be all about synchronicity. It's going to be about positive energy. And then when I pass on from this life, I want to come back because I don't want to miss the party in the future. I'm going to be coming back. It's an exciting opportunity. Don't be afraid to make mistakes in life if you're on the right path, which is the universal truth of ROI. It's the direction. It's the most profound bottom line that is everyone's direction. And it's a beautiful way to interpret different things you see on the media about you listen to different things from channels, from religious people, and you could say, wait a second, wouldn't it be more positive? Wouldn't that, using what you're saying mixed with my different beliefs and philosophies, coordinate more with what's beneficial to you, humanity, all beings in all dimensions in the universe, even with your difference as an individual from me? And you don't mind. These objections, these corrections are all beautiful. It's an anti-cult tool, the universal truth of art, because it's your direction, trusting yourself when you use this tool, because it's the direction, and you're trusting because you're even open for people correcting you. And that's an important part. Things should be open. It's not, this is what's written and that's it. Things change. Things change, but yet that could be corrected because maybe some things can't be changed, and that's the most positive direction. Religions, cultures are beautiful. You're renovating something that's beautiful. Religions, cultures are not the reason why people use religions to kill other people. That is not because of the religions or cultures. Religions and cultures are beautiful. The reason why people killed one another because they didn't understand the definition of what positive is, what's beneficial to you, humanity, all beings in all dimensions in the universe. If they understand about the whole principle of page 4, then you could renovate. You're enhancing Christianity, the Christ consciousness, the Shekhinah. You're enhancing the beauty of Islam, Muhammad. The respect and love. You're enhancing Buddhism. You're enhancing your trust that whatever your leader says, you could give away your subconscious to someone else. That doesn't sound too positive, and become a puppet. No, think for yourself. Use ROI page 4. Because you want to get the most return out of life. This life, your next life, going towards that target on page 4. The definition of positive. It's so simple. And yes, you shouldn't be so strange. This is not about being strange with your family. You want to show compassion, tolerate, even if they don't say the right thing, or the people are doing things that see the divinity of them. When they say something, listen, because their higher power on the other side of this linear world is saying something. they could be telling you something that could be so advantageous for your spiritual life. And they don't even know it. Because as we come here, we lose our sense of that we are such divine, and we have this thing called free will choices, which is the whole part of our learning on this planet, on Gaia, this living and conscious entity, Gaia. And this is all, believe me, anything I'm saying, you could correct or change any word or concept any way you want if it's going to help go towards that positive direction. I can't stress that enough. Advance the whole ascension. Peace on earth, that's kindergarten kids growing up and not throwing rocks at each other. Come on. We're here to create, to enhance and activate our whole DNA structure. God, that we're all a piece of, is the master physicist, if you want to know. And he's using it in ways which is all based on the bottom line. The Christ consciousness and your Shekhinah is that perfect center of your soul. The circumference of your soul is your meditative ego. Everyone could have their own version because it's all about a positive direction. But the Christ consciousness, the Shekhinah, your being, your higher power, is feeding you information, but there's a problem. It's not feeding us in a linear way. It's feeding information to us in a quantum way, because it's a part of us. And this is a skill that's going to be improved, being aware of your intuition. Intuition will connect you to your higher power, to your Christ consciousness. It awakens that perfect divine part of you that never grows, if you want to put it in a linear way. Only your meditative ego, it expands, your energy expands from this circumference of your soul. And then as it's expanding, you're doing things, you're getting involved in things, and you're developing your meditative ego. You also need a balance of also becoming one with your center, which is bliss. So it's expansion, getting back. It's not a contraction, it's getting back to your center, and then it's expanding even more. It's a pulse. And it goes infinitely within so many different dimensions, because we're not singular per se. We have our own individual meditative egos, but we have such a connection to everything around us. And the larger your meditative ego, the more you connect to everyone through your Christ consciousness and your Shekhinah. It's a connection. And there's such joy and enjoyment of this healing process that's happening, of not falling into frustrations and being out of balance, getting angry, or you're balanced. The masters of the planet, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, these people, they were balanced. People, they weren't strange. People wanted to be with them. They weren't, didn't, they were normal people, but they were balanced. Their, their, their DNA was activated up to 80% probably. They can't go 100% because you'll end up like Elijah. Elijah went 100% and he ended up going and becoming light. You know, the description was chariots, but it was really he just totally became 100% activated his DNA. You need some parts of you, your soul, need to be on the other side of the veil, or you won't be in this place. Now we're going through the whole process of ascension. We're going to have peace on earth very quickly. It's all going to start and happen in Jerusalem. And you know, and listen, that's all just hearsay. But I'm just saying, please, anything you could change what I'm saying and make it more positive. That's the beauty of the universal truth of ROI, is that I'm not saying, oh, that's what I said, that's what it is. No, I'm happy to be corrected, because the only thing that's really key here, the bottom line is page 4, is going and coordinating in that, in your, no one else's, your definition of positive, which has to respect those that don't agree, must have that definition of what's beneficial to you, humanity, all beings, in all dimensions, in the multiverse. And this is the key phrase, all sparks of the divine. Animals reincarnate, but their whole purpose is to serve humanity. Humanity has they're part of the whole. They're part, but they have eternal lives, but their whole purpose is to serve man. And that's my own belief of philosophy. Listen, the beauty is I'm ready to change anything if I could get more fulfillment and coordinate. It's all about the coordination of my definition of positive, which we all have this. I'm talking to everyone here that has that definition of positive. And you'll be shocked. A lot of leaders who are doing things, all of a sudden, it wakes up. But anyway, humanity is made in the image of God, because we are God. It's the consciousness. It's what Jesus said, I am God and so are you. He was ready to teach all the Kabbalistic divinities of waking up the DNA within us. Humanity once you realize ROI, the spiritual ROI on page 4, everything changes, and that's what's amazing. It's happening now. We survived 2012, December 21st. We didn't survive it. This is another cycle of time which we did survive it. There were other cycles in time which the prophecy saw and the earth exploded. They were correct. This is a different cycle of time. But that's a whole nother, time is circular, but that's a whole nother concept. And everything changes. Everything changes of all the potentials and everything already done. But they keep changing, because as you become more in ascension status, and your DNA wakes up, the whole timeline changes. The energy changes. And the key word, and it's a tough word at times, is love. It's a non-linear word. Spiritual ROI. And that's why when I teach you to play tennis, it's all about the chi energy, the chi, the it's a quantum feeling. It's like you're just floating on the tennis court. You're caressing. It's about such pleasure that if you hit it in or out, it doesn't matter. And you're using all the skills that you've learned to become a better and better person through knowing your direction in life. It's amazing how many people you have influenced that you don't even know about. To wake up every single day and to get people to realize that it's all about coordinating their beliefs, the way of their life, their daily activities to their definition of positive. That is the bottom line, and it's so simple, but you would be shocked. This is going to expand like wildfire. You put yourself in a creative mind, and the mental gymnastics, the pushing yourself at times, all the pain and the suffering of that you go through, doing it, but you're doing it balanced, if that makes sense. There's a lot of oxymorons that are here. But sometimes, but the gratification of accomplishment is so important of a variable for many individuals for their individual directions. And then you have, interesting, you have monks. Some of them happen to be masters, and they're such ascension of their DNA activation that they're just waking up. And they don't even need to wake up. It's beyond belief. The different areas that certain people have achieved, but yet you as a human are the same as every other human that has achieved being a master on this planet. That's the respect. When you sing someone with such hate against other people, that person can be changed. Being positive, don't say, oh, can't teach a dog a new tricks. Certain things that's all from old energy beliefs. This is new energy. We got through 2012, December 21st. We survived. We're in a new energy. Old energy patterns, beliefs are not part of the new direction of going to your positive direction. There's a lot of waking up. And this is part of why we're here, to give the bottom line of it all. With all these different various things, we're making it simple. It's all about coordinating what you're doing in life, your beliefs, your philosophies, how many times you go to church, temple, the mosque. It's all about creating positive energy, following your direction. And not if you're so religious and you happen to go and you experience going and dancing with the Hare Krishnas. That should be you're enjoying a flavor. You're not defining yourself by your culture. You're loving your culture. You're enhancing being with people, your family. You want to do everything that your culture is doing that's coordinating with your definition of positive. That it's all positive. But at the same time, who you are is about you. And the confidence of you in knowing that you're a beautiful you is that you're following and going in a direction that's coordinating with such a beautiful definition of positive. That's beneficial to all sparks of the divine. And that changes the whole dynamics, because you wake up and you're doing this, you say, wait, am I coordinating with my definition of positive? Putting that camera here and videotaping your uncle? Yes, it is. That's one check. That's a good thing. So you could really not base what you do on other people's opinions, though you're listening to them, you're ready to change, to listen to opinions if it's giving you an opportunity to coordinate more with your definition of positive. If what they say is doing that, those are good opinions. If they're doing and not doing that, you have your own free will. And that, when it connects to your Christ consciousness, Jesus the Jew, beautiful things happen.